Hey Leo, it's Meg with Padmes, and I'm going to be doing your mid-month reading for your energy in May 2021. And this is for Leo, anyone with Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in Leo. And we're calling in our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light because I don't want to talk to anybody else. And calling in Archangel Gabriel. All right, Leo, what kind of energy do you have going on this month? The first card that came out was the Six of Swords reversed. So there's some kind of rite of passage that is not taking place, or the avoidance of some kind of rite of passage. Maybe even some kind of asking for assistance isn't happening. Let's see what else is going on, Leo. It also looks like, I want to say some kind of addiction is coming up. It can be an addiction in love, it can be an addiction, any kind of addiction really, but it's some kind of thing that is imbalanced. There's some kind of, the big picture is imbalance. I'm just getting that feeling of some kind of thing that you have balanced it before, but it feels imbalanced right now. It is a flow of energy. It is just being in, I want to call it an energetic timeline. It's some kind of energetic timeline that you can step out of, and you have to choose to step out of it. Happening now and into the near future, though, here's the Chariot. So I feel like this is you doing that. It's you choosing an energetic timeline that makes more sense or feels better to you, and you taking that beeline and going for it. Okay. Here, your higher self is talking about Five of Pentacles. Your higher self is talking about feeling left out in the cold or feeling abandoned. This higher self could be talking about you feeling this way, or that you just did that to someone else. You abandoned someone else, or you had to let go of someone else. And here, this Nine of Cups reversed, here's a wish card that your angels and guides are talking about that is overturned. So there's some kind of a wish. I'm hearing a defeat of some kind, or dealing with that. It's like you're not meeting someone else's wishes, or you've decided not to grant someone else's wishes, or you feel like there's some kind of wishes that are not coming into fruition the way you want them to be. And this even could feel like being left out, like the universe is leaving you out. This is also a card of like, never let them see a sweat. Don't let people see your weaknesses at this time. Your higher self might be talking about that. We are going to clarify all of this, and we are going to ask a yes or no question at the end also. So we will get to the bottom of all of this. The heart of the situation is talking about things moving really slowly when it comes to putting effort in. So here we have this quest for apprenticeship, a quest for absolutely knowing the truth of something, being solid, stable, committed, secure. This could be around job, business, all sorts of resources. But this is about moving slowly when it comes to gathering this information. This could be going back to school. This could be workshops. This could be, it's really honing your craft, but it's moving slowly doing it. So this is also investments. It's like slow investments. They are slowly growing, but they certainly are growing. This could also be putting your time and energy and effort into a relationship. Seems like it's going slowly, but all of a sudden you start to beeline happening now and into the near future. You get into this other timeline trajectory and you're like, okay, switching channels, totally going a different direction. So the Page of Wands is here into your release. It's like, release the idea that there's an open door here. I'm definitely going to get some clarification on that. What does that mean? Let's do that right now before we even go any further. There's also this Queen of Pentacles reversed. It's like I have resistance to not knowing. I have resistance to not trusting myself. I have resistance to not having enough information in order to trust myself. So what is this closed door or release this? Oh, wait. This is release this open door. There's a door that's open for you. This is what's coming in. There is an open door. You're being advised not to walk through it. Okay, let's see what it is. It looks savory. I'll tell you that, Leo. It looks savory. Here's the King of Pentacles up here. It's some kind of investment offer, and it looks like it would blow your socks off. But actually, it's like release this open door. Don't go through it. Oh, most likely that has to do with Mercury retrograde coming upon us. Maybe next week. I don't remember the date, but it's going to be with us through the beginning of June. So keep that in mind when you're being offered something that sounds awesome. Just hold your horses. And it might even be like something that's like, oh, fast, this is going to be great. But your heart of the situation is talking about slowly growing something right now. Keep that in mind. The Queen of Pentacles, this queen, I have resistance to not feeling safe. I have resistance to not trusting myself. So keep that in mind too. All right. We've also got the 10 of Cups reversed in the past. This is having emotional fulfillment and losing it, releasing it, letting it go, or realizing that there's something more that I didn't even realize that I wanted. There's something else that I wanted that I didn't even know. And that's in the past. Coming from this place of, I'm not sure if I want to go through the rite of passage to completely release this, but it's definitely some thoughts are definitely there around this. So that's kind of huge. The 7 of Wands reversed and Judgment reversed. This is about going backwards. This is about doing something that does not feel like it's in your greatest interest, and it would throw you back, set you back. It's like some self-care is needed here that's not being honored. And this also, I feel like, could have to do with this Temperance reversed. It could have to do with throwing yourself backwards into something that isn't good for you, isn't good for yourself, your future, your positive mind frame. Here is the 10 of Pentacles going forward into the future in the trajectory. This is totally getting everything that you want. Anything that you could have ever imagined or ever wished for, this is getting it. This is healthy family dynamics, healthy group dynamics, legacy, money, windfall, all of your resources, time, energy, effort, love, money, information, education, communication, like anything that is a commodity. This is in your trajectory. This is the you receiving that in the trajectory. So let's do some clarifying here. Your advice is talking about partnership. Sometimes this can be romantic partnership, but sometimes this is partnership of friends, partnership of business partnership, things that work well together in partnership. And that is what your advice is telling you to look at. So let's take a look at this big picture Temperance first, Leo. What's going on here with this imbalance that you have recognized in the past, but you're switching channels to do something differently? But this is definitely, like, there's definitely a past present going on here. There's definitely, this is also, your advice is about making decisions. And this would be saying, make a decision. Don't just sit and not make a decision. Don't just sit and wait. So let's take a look at that Temperance, please. This is an untold story. This is also a story from the past, or untold story, or not all of the story has been told. So this could be something that you keep in the dark or keep a secret, or you don't talk about it openly necessarily. It's something that you know is in your story, but others might not know is part of your story. And let's take a look at this heart of the situation. This quest, this slow going quest, but it is this quest into being completely an expert at this. This does have to do with feeling safe at home. You know, this is the home card, but this also feels like a hotel to me right now for some reason. This could be something about travel or something about going to a hotel, maybe investing in a hotel. This is also the King of Cups card, and the 4 is all about foundations. So this could be investing in someone else's property that looks really good. This also could be investing in a romantic relationship where you two have a rendezvous. Just saying, Leo. And I want to clarify this 8 of Pentacles. This 8 of Pentacles is talking about becoming an expert. And these are the birds. These are other people chit-chatting and squawking and talking about what you're doing. It might even be kind of like, you've been doing this for so long. Are you sure you want to do this? It makes me feel like this is part of you deciding whether or not you want to switch channels, how you want to switch channels. I will say this though, whatever it is that these people are saying and chit-chatting about, they're trying to influence you somehow. And maybe they influence you to change and you realize change is necessary at this time. But what they want you to be involved in is not necessarily what is best for you. So keep that in mind too. Even if you change, make sure that you go your own path, that you follow your own way. Your chariot, your circus, your monkeys, your chariot. You get to choose. So even though other people have a lot to say about this, you still do what you want to do. This could also be about this particular person. I feel like this is a person. I'm seeing this as the King of Cups rather than the hotel or rather than the house here. There's talk about being in this relationship for a long period of time, and it may be taking forever, and some people are saying it's not going anywhere. This is one line of energy that I'm picking up on right now. You might have people pressuring you about what kind of relationship this is. And for some of you, I feel like you even have a VRBO of some kind. So if that resonates, take it. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. But this is a lot of people talking about your space, talking about your living, talking about how you're living, talking about your relationship. Boy, a lot of people are really interested in you, Leo, and what you're doing, how you're doing it, and they want to influence you. But here you are building solid investments based on your intuition. All right, let's look at this chariot. You know what's really interesting about this chariot is that it has this bird on the hood, and these birds are just popping up talking. I think someone's influencing you to make a change, but you end up making a change that they're not wanting you to do. So they're influencing you to make a change, but you're not making the change they want you to make, which is fine. And I actually feel good about that. You realize the change needs to happen, but you realize it needs to happen in a different way than what someone's trying to influence you. So the chariot. And yep, wow, check that out. Here's the dude with the heart. Here's the Ace of Cups, basically. Here's this King of Cups. So there is this beelining to some kind of relationship. This is also someone who's trying to influence you, but I don't feel like this is negative in the sense. I don't feel like it's negative. Someone who's influencing you, it's someone who you're really attracted to and someone who you are, you like, even the chariot is going on a trip. There's some kind of trip that you could be going on. There's some kind of trip that you could be going on with another person or meeting another person there. And it feels like fun. And that's happening now and into your near future. And then your trajectory looks pretty good too with the 10 of Pentacles up there. So let's check out this 10 of Cups reversed and get a little clarification on that. It's like, I thought I had everything I wanted, but then I realized there was something missing. And there's something having to do with longevity in a relationship, longevity in a commitment, longevity in a project. There's something missing. And what was missing was this longevity. There's also something having to do, oh, there's some kind of epiphany. I was just going to say the King of Swords is here. And that King of Swords is coming with the truth, the longevity truth. This is also an epiphany, a sudden epiphany. The sudden epiphany might have even come from this person when you realize it's kind of like, I didn't know I was starving until I tasted you kind of thing. Dang, Leo. All right. Present time, Seven of Wands reversed, Judgment. This kind of giving it up to the universe, not having conviction, letting yourself slide backwards because why not? Yeah. Okay, here's why not. Very specifically, this Juju, it is moving forward, but when you see this train moving forward, it's also talking about make sure you're moving forward with the trajectory in mind, with your future in mind. Don't just move forward because I have to get out of this old cycle. It's like move forward, but do it in a smart way. It's kind of like don't just walk through the open door that's given to you. Walk through the open door when you know that it's right. That even came down on both of those. So I don't even feel like I need to clarify Judgment. Judgment reverse is taking you backwards. So make sure you're going forward into the future with different patterns, with different thoughts, with different energy. That's that Chariot. All right, let's look at the Ten of Pentacles and clarify the Ten of Pentacles, please. For Leo. And the Ten of Pentacles is talking about, okay, this is interesting too, because we're talking a lot about people who are trying to influence you. And even this open door, somebody, it's like kind of too good to be true, or there's some kind of caveat there. But this is like, you can be aloof. You can be a kitty cat. You can do, I do what I want. That's your Ten of Pentacles. You get everything you want when you do what you want. When you respond how you want, you don't have to respond fast. You don't have to do everything that's offered to you. You don't have to be with everyone who presents themselves as something new. You can make decisions. Let's look at this Queen of Pentacles reverse. This is in your, I have resistance to this position. I have resistance to not feeling safe, right? And this is you building your own empire. This is you building your own tower. In the Lenormand, this is different than the other tower, than the blow you out of the water change tower. This is more like I have complete control over my process. I have complete control over how I am safe. And so this is like, I don't have to worry about not being in control. I have resistance to it, but I build my own future. I make my own choices when it comes to building my own future. I don't have to rely on other people to do that. Let's take a look at the Six of Swords, this rite of passage, that you're coming from this place of not making that rite of passage or procrastinating. Right. And this does have to do with, oh, the word selfish. It does have to do with doing things for yourself rather than doing things for others. Go ahead and let someone do nice things for you. Go ahead and make choices based on what it is that you want and not worrying about what other people want. For whatever reason, right now is a time to think about yourself and not think about all the chattering of everyone else around you. Let's take a look at this Five of Pentacles, this feeling left out in the cold, or this abandoning someone else. Maybe this feeling of abandoning other people because you're not choosing what they want you to choose. You're going to have to be okay with that. You're going to have to be okay with not meeting the wishes of other people. Leo, this is choosing for yourself this time. Yeah, this is about making commitments. It also, I feel like, is making over commitments, over committing yourself. Here's the Nine of Cups reversed. We're going to clarify. Woo! Yes. Oh, goodness. All right. The Nine of Cups. Reversed. No, not in this deck. The Nine of Cups is reversed. This 35, this anchor. This anchor can anchor you to a boat, and it's shorter. The line is shorter than what you think. And so what happens is it goes down to the bottom of the ocean and it pulls the boat down with it. So you ultimately get pulled down into all of the depths of the emotions of the sea when you're trying to ground. And that is what this Nine of Cups is reversed. It's like fulfilling other people's wishes when it ends up pulling you down, even emotionally, overcommitting. Keep that in mind, Leo, this month. I want to clarify. I want to clarify this. Making a decision and also partnering as your advice. This does have to do with your heart, what your heart says, what your heart wants, following your intuition, following your heart. So I am going to go ahead and pull a couple of romance oracles because for some of you, there's a lot of romance going on in here. And for others, this seems very business oriented. And some of you, it's kind of both. It's like you're making decisions with someone who kind of is a romantic partner or a possibility of a romantic partner. So whatever your storyline is, take what resonates. But let's pull a couple. I'm asking Archangel Gabriel to come in. Let's pull a couple of romance oracle for those of you who are experiencing that this month. Yep. Wow. So great. Love yourself first. Of course, your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Deception. There is some kind of deception going on here. Someone is trying to influence you. So keep that in mind too. We'll pull one more and then we'll do a yes or no. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. There is also this nice masculine energy that wants you to go on a trip and have some fun and be romantic. So keeping that in mind, I really like that. Leo, let's do a yes or no question here. I'm asking Archangel Gabriel to come in and give us a yes or no. We'll clarify your question and get some information around that. This is about compromise and trust. This is about trusting yourself. That Queen of Pentacles trusts herself and builds for herself, but this is about compromise. It's about trust, whatever your question is. And it's about wait. For this, today, I feel like this is a no, just so you know. So there's compromise, there's trust yourself, and there's also wait, hold up. I also feel like this has to do with that Mercury retrograde moment or that Mercury retrograde decision. Just hold up. Wait till the end of June or even the beginning of July. Yeah, I do want to pull another clarification for your question. So Leo, what is it? And here is the feminine energy, the woman. I am also hearing safety and security, so I feel like this woman is referring to this Queen of Pentacles. She does want to be solid, safe, and secure. This does lead me to believe that this man over here, or this masculine energy, I do feel like this is a possible beginning in the future. I also feel like this can be a good partnership. It can be a heart partnership. It can also be a work partnership or a business partnership that comes together and is successful. But this Queen of Pentacles is very discerning. She knows what she wants. She doesn't settle, and she doesn't really bend. She's nurturing, she's caring, and she's loving, but she doesn't bend. If there's something here that I'm not even saying a red flag, but if there's something here that just doesn't feel right, she'll know. But I think that this person wants to discover some things, wants to come in and learn some things about you, Leo. So I'm interested to read more about that in the upcoming days. So I hope this helps. Please like and subscribe, leave some comments below, and let me know how this resonated with you. And I will see you soon. Love you, Leo.